And we're set as well as the Saints get with the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling for the Falcons.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own. On 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost.
They need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Atlanta.
They go play action with Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Falcons 7, Saints nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Alvin Kamara.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
On the carry.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From midfield, here's Breeze. Going knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Falcons.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Calvin Ridley.
Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. And the Falcons grab it. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like that credit to the defense there, right, Winfrey?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Fairly short kick from the 14. And now to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but Let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. That'll be complete to Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Good for a save.
They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it on basketball teams that don't really press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Marr now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Saints nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the...
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard. He called it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Breeze going to throw. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
The Saints 3-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add on.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Falcons 34, Saints nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He gives to Gurley. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
The Falcon ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo mission. Running up the charts. I'm a fool.